gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
The good news is right now it obviously looks like a nice day. We don't expect other issues today with rainfall, but I want to be very clear that we're not out of the woods yet, and that level of uncertainty remains.
And good evening to you. I'm Tom Ziska. We're glad to have you with us. We begin with residents in North Harris County and surrounding areas as well facing a third day of severe flooding. County officials are warning upcoming storms could make things worse. We have team coverage this evening in two separate locations. Fox 26's Jonathan Mejia is live in Channelview, and Jade Fleury is live in Humble. We start with her. Jade.
Tom, we're here in the River Ridge neighborhood on the West Fork of the San Jacinto River, and this is another one of those neighborhoods that has been flooded out. The good news is we hear that the river has crested, and we have noticed some of this water here receding. But despite the river cresting, residents along the San Jacinto River are still continuing to face flooding.
Wow. So Texas is dealing with severe flooding, and I mean, this is something that you don't see every day, okay? Because obviously Texas is known to be more of a very warm, dry terrain. But it looks like these neighborhoods are experiencing severe flooding. And, you know, I think ultimately it is going to hurt the city in many ways. But all we can do is really pray for them in this natural disaster, and hopefully no other factors affect the, you know, just the overall satisfaction of life by the residents, because, you know, it's really going to suck. You have property being destroyed by these natural elements, you know, streets over flooded, cars being destroyed, vehicles. So, you know, a lot to deal with, and hopefully the city or the county responds.
And with more rain headed in, Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo says totals between 2 and 6 inches may be manageable, but any more rainfall than that could lead to worse flooding. And we spoke with one Humble business owner who arrived at his store this morning to about 4 or 5 feet of water in his building. He told us that he feels for those going through the flooding.
It's just disheartening with one of my neighbors. She got probably 4 foot of water in her house, and her flood insurance this year went up to $5,000, so she did not renew.
Now, Miller says obviously his next steps are to rebuild.
We continue our team coverage this half hour with flooding that has affected North Harris County and surrounding areas as well. Fox 26's Jonathan Mejia is live in Channelview with a look there. Jonathan.
Yeah, we're back out here live in Channelview, just off of I-10 East and Monmouth. That is the street for those who are wanting more specific, detailed location. Go ahead and take a look at this flooded situation here. This underpass completely flooded in water. We have been out here, and we haven't seen the water rise too much to where we're going to. But
Wow, this is scary, man. I mean, it is scary because you have people who unfortunately will take advantage of natural disasters like this, and you know, a lot of times natural disasters can incite a level of lawlessness that we're already so accustomed to seeing in Harris County. So, you know, hopefully the people of Houston can get a grip, stay indoors if that's what's recommended, and you know, just try not to make the lives of people going through this even worse, you know. But I don't think that's something that we can really count on.
But I want to walk over here and show you the developing situation that we've seen all this hour that we've been here. We're going to turn around and go this way, and you'll start seeing that some cars are stalled out here, wanting to make a left turn into the underpass, but they're unable to do so because of the flooded waters. We're assuming that either their maps or they're not aware that this street is closed, but this is what we've been seeing here. Just traffic lightly backing up here, and a couple on-takers stepping out of their cars to take pictures and video of the current situation. But again, we're looking at, again, just current people here taking a look at what's going on here at this flooded situation. Now we want to head over to Fox 26 reporter Jade Fleury, who's been out all day covering the situation where she's at.
Yeah, you guys, we're learning that the West Fork of the San Jacinto River has crested within the past couple hours, meaning that water levels have reached their peak for now, but we are still in major flood stage for a while longer. And with more rain headed our way, the possibility of more flooding is up in the air depending on how much rainfall comes down. And as you guys can see here behind me, this whole road, this whole street has been flooded. But since we were out here earlier this morning, the water has receded for a while, and we spoke with some residents who say, you know, their homes are flooded, they are devastated. Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo says so far rescue crews have saved at least 178 people and 122 pets from the floodwaters. We also spoke with a business owner who says he arrived at his store Sunday morning to find a devastating sight of floodwaters partially submerging his building. And as more rain heads in, Judge Lena Hidalgo says totals between 2 and 6 inches may be manageable. However, anything exceeding that level could be even worse for flooding. Again, she says that the county is still at a level 1 readiness, and they're considering moving it to a level 3 tomorrow. But again, that all depends on how much rain comes down overnight and into tomorrow. Reporting from Conroe, Jade Fleury, Fox 26 News.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jenquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
Well, a Houston attorney has been identified as a Good Samaritan who was shot to death at a McDonald's in West Houston over the weekend. Fox 26's Domly Key joining us there live off of I-10 near Chimney Rock. Domly.
So you have an attorney who was shot and killed at the McDonald's over a random dispute, and suspect is not being identified, no real description, only a description of their vehicle. And this is leading many to believe that, you know, this suspect could be a super gremlin or a burrito gremlin, and they are hiding the identity in order to, you know, save face politically, to be politically correct. And, you know, that stance that the news media and even police take endanger the lives of regular old citizens, because if you don't give a description and let us know who we need to be worried about, then this person can go on and commit more crimes. So, you know, it's very interesting that we don't get a description of the individual, you know, up until they're actually caught, booked in, and then by then the story is pretty much dead, and many people don't even go back to check, okay, who actually committed this crime. But you guys know I'm on top of it. I will find out, and hopefully we're all wrong. But the way the news is reporting on it, I think I actually have a hunch that you know, we might be onto something.
Yeah, Houston lawyer Jeff Limmer was said to stand up for what's right, and that's exactly what Houston police investigators say Limmer was doing here at this McDonald's on Saturday, when we're told an angry fellow McDonald's customer took Limmer's life. It was an awful murder scene here at McDonald's on the Katy Freeway that Greg Monteverde actually drove right by, but he had no idea the victim was his longtime friend, Jeffrey Limmer, who he's known since they were 9 years old.
It's a gut punch. It's a deep gut punch. I think I know a lot of us are still in shock.
Monteverde and Limmer played football together at Memorial High School. In fact, they were again talking about football the last time they spoke.
He was very proud of his cousin who just got drafted by the Rams. That was our last conversation about a week ago. He was pretty excited about that.
According to Houston Police, Limmer, a Houston attorney seen here on his firm's webpage, was at this McDonald's on I-10 at Chimney Rock Saturday around 6 p.m. when another man became irate at the workers.
Utilizing curse words and other profanities where Jeff stepped into.
So you have a customer upset at workers, cursing them out, using all types of profanities, and being described as an irate individual, an irate customer. And we know that in the community, you know, you have a lot of ninjas who are quick to lose their temper. And it's starting to sound like we've heard of this story before. We've seen this story before, however you want to describe it. So, I mean, it's very unfortunate that this lawyer, Jeffrey Limmer, had to lose his life over this situation. And I mean, and this just goes to show that, you know, intervening in these altercations, these impromptu altercations at fast food restaurants between, you know, black employees, presumably, is not the best. It's not the best approach. Black employees, black customers, whatever. Especially if you're a white guy. I mean, just stepping in and trying to mediate, you know, you don't want to do that because it leads to situations like this. And apparently the argument spilled outside where Limmer was, I guess, trying to calm him down, and he ended up pushing the guy down. The guy goes into his truck, grabs firearm, shoots Limmer twice, and drives off in his blue pickup truck. So, you know, this story is all bad. And obviously we're making broad assumptions as to what happened, so all of this is alleged. But the lack of a description of the suspect kind of gives you a little detail as to what, you know, really happened in this altercation.
Try and de-escalate the situation, try and calm him down, and that led to a fight.
Investigators say the angry McDonald's customer grabbed a gun from his car and opened fire on 46-year-old Jeffrey Limmer, killing him.
He doesn't have it. He's looking down on all of us, saying it's going to be okay, I'm good.
Wow.
Now, Monteverde says Limmer was strong in his faith. The two men have attended the same church since they were children, and Monteverde says his heart goes out to Limmer's family. Now, Houston police investigators say the shooter hasn't been caught yet. In fact, he drove away from this McDonald's on Saturday in a blue Ford pickup truck. If you have any information about who he is, you are asked to call Crime Stoppers.
So my question is, how the hell are we supposed to have any information on who he is if we don't get a description? Oh, he drove off in a blue pickup truck. If you know who he is, call Crime Stoppers. Like, you know, a description would be helpful, like maybe his height, his approximate weight, his race, you know, maybe what kind of clothes he was wearing. Something, give us something, but the media, the police, they choose not to for reasons that cannot be explained. Well, actually they could. I mean, it's just being politically correct, and I think that has endangered a lot of people.
Been caught yet. In fact, he drove away from this McDonald's on Saturday in a blue Ford pickup truck. If you have any information about who he is, you are asked to call Crime Stoppers. Reporting live in West Houston, I'm Damalie Keith, Fox 26 News.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.